What is going on, Tricology family, and welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. Today, we got some more update news and mainstream news for you guys today. As summer is slowly slowly ending, and fall is right around the corner. So let's not waste time, folks. Let's get the straight on into it, shall we? All right, let's go. So, starting with our first the mainstream news is that the Batman Captain Crusader series was canceled by HBO. Another Warner Brothers budget cuts, as I said before. So, let's see what Variety has to say. HBO Max has canceled 6 upcoming animated series, including the Batman Captain Crusader. Variety has learned the project was ordered to the series in May 2021 with Bruce Timm, J.J. Abrams, and Matt Reeves attached to executive produce. There was plans to shop it to platforms besides HBO Max. The decision was not to release these series on HBO Max as part of a larger trend, as the parent company Warner Brothers Discovery largely derives from kids and family content. So, now the Batman Crusade, I feel like this will be a good animated series because you have all the Batman anime series and all that stuff, but I don't know in full detail. I don't know if this was gonna be a rated R type animated series. I don't know if they was gonna go that route, but I don't know. But I feel like that would have been a good series, but I guess we're not getting it. So again, it's fall victim to the Warner Brothers budget cuts. But moving on, Dragon Ball Super 2 dominated Beast at the box office this week. So this is what the Hollywood Reporter has reported. Dragon Ball Super Superhero opened into a massive 20.1 million plus at the North American box office, easy enough to win the weekend. Crunchyroll, which is to distribute the Japanese movie in North America, says the sequel is scoring the best global opening ever for an animated film. Overseas, the film has opened to 12 million from 32 markets, including 11.2 million from markets handled by Sony Pictures International. Among those turned out to see Dragon Ball Super 2, males man up 75% of the buyers in the US, while 70% of the audience between the ages of 18 and 35. So I did a review on not only Dragon Ball Superhero, but also Beats as well. So you guys can check that and check my review on that for the previous episodes. But it's great to see animated films are getting recognized here. So hopefully we'll see that in the near future and see they will get more accolades in terms of into box office and more in that. So huge congrats to Dragon Ball there. And moving on, Netflix and theaters cannot agree on Knives Out 2's theatrical release deal. Oh Lord, what is going on here? Well, let's see what Variety has to say. There is still a big jam between Netflix and most exhibitors with regards to the exclusive theatrical window, says Eric Handler, a media analyst at MKM Partners. I also think you earn maximizing profits using shortened windows. Yet film executives and industry insiders suggest that it is not just about the theatrical window, which is already strained dramatically during the pandemic. Cinema owners are more concerned about the marketing powers behind Netflix films. Exclusive theatrical window means a little without a theatrical push to get consumers to theaters, and exhibitors that don't want to fill their markets with titles that don't get a concern for promotion for the silver screens. Now, I touched on this before, so I say any Netflix film that has like a bigger budget or has like bigger names like in their movies, especially with Knives Out 2 with Knives Out 2, I feel like let them go theatrical for about a couple of weeks or to a month, and then release it on Netflix, because that's what Knives Out 2 is doing. Like, it's really, I think it's releasing in November, in the last few weeks of November, if I remember correctly, and then it will be on Netflix in December. So that's where they're going. So I feel like that would be a good strategy for not only for all the bigger like Netflix films. So, but I don't see what's going on. I know there's a lot of huge issues between Netflix and also when it comes to like going streaming or like going theatrical, but I feel like that's what Netflix should go for. Let their bigger movies get their shine on the silver screen for a couple of weeks, and then release it on Netflix. That's so that way we can get the consumers back to the theaters. So that's my take on that. But moving on, community creator Dan Hammer says a movie will happen. And this is what Comic Book Reader has to say. I'll confirm what Allison Bray said, which is that legitimacy is here. Conversations and agreements are happening. Harmon said in an interview with The Wrap, there is a story. Who knows if we will end up sticking with it. Now, notifications is happening. While Herman did elaborate that the future remains uncertain, he also confirms that the prosperity of the community movie is in the future, if it's not if, but a when. When you put the percentages chances together, it's like you have to account for maybe the world blowing up with another virus happening, he said. But as far as the industry is concerned, this is a matter of when and not if for sure. Herman also confirmed that just because the conversations around the movie is moving forward, it could still take some time to become a reality. Now, I understand where they're coming from, and because like you want a good when you're writing the script of a story, you want it to be good, so that way when you give it to like to a certain studio, that like, oh, that we have a story here, but we got a good movie here that's based off of a series, and we want to move forward with it. We feel like we're confident for it, so like let's build that. And if the studio's unconfident for it, then they were greenlit it. So, and that's where the production season goes in, and then you just have to figure out, oh, when is a good time to release this movie on a certain month, and then start doing the market, so like that. So, and I completely understand the where that Dan Hansen is coming from here. So, even though I never seen the Community series, but let's see if a movie will happen. Moving on. Sandman may not get season 2 despite being a worldwide #1 show. Come on. Listen, HBO Max. If you have not seen this series, get it. Get it. This is a good show. Especially it's DC. Get it. And this is what Variety has to say. The Sandman, Netflix TV adapt from Neil Gaiman's Spiral comic book series, is approaching its third week at the top of the Netflix Global Top 10 list. Answering some questions on Twitter over the weekend, Gaiman explains why fans assume that the show massive popularity will lead to season 2. Because The Sandman is a really expensive show. Gaiman tweeted response to commenting why actually season 2 is not even a question. Gaiman continued, and for Netflix to release the money to let us know that another season we have to perform incredibly well. So yes, we have been a top show in the world for the last 2 weeks. That still may not be enough. So listen, Netflix, You got a good showing here, and I know season 2 will take time, and yeah, let it take some time. Let it build your money, and to have enough to make it serious. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But don't just give up on this show. You got a good thing going here, okay? Just let it sit out for maybe a year or so, and then you can start doing season 2, okay? But don't just say like, no, we're not getting season 2. No, you got a good show going here. Don't be stupid. Because if you are stupid, then I will call up on HBO Max to grab this damn thing, okay? Moving on. Game of Thrones House of Dragons shattered viewers with records. What do you expect? Because there's a good thing showing. But let's see what the Ring of Power does in its first opening week. Because like I said before, the House of the Dragons and the Rings of Power, it's gonna be a competition there. But let's read from the Hollywood Reporter. The House of Dragons also brought in the largest single night audience for HBO since the series finale of its parent show, Game of Thrones, drew 19.3 million viewers in May 2019. The best single night tally since there was season 2 finale of in Europe in February, which had 6.6 million across platform viewers. The House of Dragons also eclipsed the audience from the series debut of Game of Thrones, 2.2 million same-day viewers according to Nielsen in 2011. So this is really good. And also, I've been hearing rumors they're going to do another spin-off show. I'm like, hold up. Slow your brakes, okay? Let's just focus on House of Dragons here. And if it turns out, and let it run to like whatever how many seasons they want to go for, and then after that, then we can start doing another spin-off show. But let's focus on House of Dragons here because we're really loving it. So this is a really good numbers here. So episode 2 will be coming out this week. So I can't wait to see what season 1 has in store. Moving on. Halloween Ends is releasing day to day on Peacock. So let's see what Screen Red has to say. Halloween Ends, which comes to theaters on October 14th, will take place 4 years after the events of Halloween and its 2021 sequel Halloween Kills, both of which take place on Halloween night in 2018. The plot follows Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, as she works in her memory and whose life is thrown back into chaos when her granddaughter Alice and Annie Murray and her new boyfriend Corey Cunningham, Ryan McCampbell, is accused of killing a child. Yeah, he was babysitting. So I feel like now this is based on this plot here, it's kind of turned into like a crime scene. Like we all knew that Michael killed that. So wait, hold on. First of all, Michael Myers never killed a child. I don't think he never does that. But assuming from his plot here, this seems like the first time that Michael Myers might have killed a child here. Because if you guys have seen like the previous Halloween films, Michael has never killed a child. So I mean that's my theory here, just by reading the plot of this movie. So it's gonna be interesting. But let's get into the real focus in here. So I think it was, I forgot which day it is. So they released on social media with Jamie Lee Curtis announcing that that Halloween Kills did great in the theaters, but also on in Peacock for the streaming viewers, saying like that they will be doing it again for Halloween Kills. That they will be doing the day-to-day theatrical window and streaming streaming release day on the same days. Now, I understand from two sides of the view, but now we're still kind of in the pandemic the situation. I understand what the consumer is coming from, and I understand what the business side is coming from. And now for Halloween ends, I don't know if it's going to be the last time, but I know it's probably going to be the last time from Blumhouse. I don't know if it's going to be actual last time, but if this is the last time that Jamie Lee Curtis will be playing Laurie Strode in this Halloween series, this will be the perfect time for y'all to go straight into the theaters and have that experience. Have that experience going into the theater, watching this movie before going back home to watch this movie again on Peacock. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I know sometimes people have the not to be wrong about watching it at home, because you might have some friends that you want to watch it and want to host a Halloween movie night, and this will be a good opportunity to do that. I got no wrong with that, because not many people want to go to the movie, because someday it's gonna be a lot of especially when you try to invite a lot of people and you have to pay the consumer and everything. So this will be a good thing. But like, if you're going just about just like a few friends, maybe with your boyfriend, girlfriend, so that will be a good time to go just go straight to the theaters now. And I understand from a business standpoint, because your NBC, your Universal is focusing on their streaming platform Peacock. They want to get the viewers. They did got it with WWE, and now they're showing their pay-per-views there. You got Yellowstone on there. You got a good NBC show that I understand where where they're coming from. I know some people don't like the certain strategies, especially what they did last year with Warner Brothers releasing the same day to day with their movies last year. But but I understand where they're coming from. But I feel like this might not be a bad, as a consumer myself, I feel like this not going to be a bad thing, because you might want to watch this movie in theaters and then come back home and watch it again on Peacock. Yeah, even Jamie Lee Curtis said that when they announced that Halloween Ends is going to be a day-to-day release. So it's up to you guys. Are you going to watch Halloween Ends in theaters, or are you going to stay home and watch it on Peacock? That's up to you guys. So, but moving on. King Kong series is coming to Disney Plus. That is interesting. I did not know. I didn't know that was going to happen. But let's see what Variety has to say. In a live action series about the origins of King Kong is in development at Disney Plus, Variety has confirmed. The series will be a cinematic drama that will explore Kong's origins as well as the mysteries of his home, Skull Island. The series will be based on the original King Kong, written by Murray C.B. Cooper, as well as the new novelist by artist Joel DeVito, produced in conjunction with Cooper's estate, Stephanie Fossum, who recently developed the animated series Paper Girls for television, will write and executive produce the King Kong show. James Wan, Michael Clear, and Robert Hackett will also executive produce on behalf of Adam Monster. So this was very interesting, because I thought HBO Max was going to do something like that, but we all know that Warner Brothers is for focusing on the Godzilla vs. Kong sequel, which will be coming in 2024. So hopefully we get a more sneak peeks on this King Kong show. I like where they're going from here. I like they doing a Kong urgency here, which is really good. So let's see what else they got some up their sleeves as it turns to the King Kong series going to Disney Plus. Moving on. Ryan Reynolds' Clue movie moves forward with 22 Jump Street writer. And this is what Deadline had to say. Urgent Utah, sorry if I pronounced your name. The co-writer of Paramount's spring hit The Lost City, which was a good movie, is giving 20th Century Studios' Clue movie a big reworking. The first draft of the Ryan Reynolds movie, based on Hebrew's popular whodunit game, was written by Robert Reese and Paul Ritnick. James Boyle is attached to direct the live-action pick, which hails from 20th Century E1 and Ryan's company Massive Efforts Productions. So, sounds good, and let's see how they. Hopefully, we get some more details on that soon. Moving on, Tom Gunn's Maverick director tossed the sequel changes, and this is what Joe Carisi has to say. Boy, I don't know. I approached as Maverick's rite of patches being the fundamental core of the film, but who knows how it will be interpreted in the future. I mean, we're all just so relieved and grateful that we got this one out of the door. After so much work, we are obviously enjoying being out there and playing for the people. We are not really, at the least, I am not really thinking about the next one. I am enjoying this experience. It was just a very special cover of right group of people and the right story at the right time. So, yeah, I would say let it have its fun, because Tom Cruise is a busy man now. Now that Top Gun is out of the way, he's focusing on the Mission Impossible. So after he gets done with that, maybe we'll maybe he'll focus on another Top Gun. Hopefully we get another one, but yeah, but Top Gun has been doing great. So I'd say let it flow out, let it just have its fun, and then we can first start focusing on another sequel. But moving on, Olivia Wilde talks a secret Marvel project. This is what Variety has to say. Beyond the camera, in addition to the perfect, she has several projects in the works, including a documentary, 2 films that he just started developing, and a top secret Marvel project that she refused to comment on. That, I cannot say a word about that. Yeah, no. I cannot say anything about it, she says, smirchily. I have to bury myself in the couch now, she laughs. I will say that I think that Marvel approach of allowing new filmmakers to come into a fold and have access to those tools of the Marvel universe is incredibly exciting. I am a big fan of what they are doing over there, she offers. But yeah, I cannot confirm whether that is what that is. With a slight smile, she bursts out, but that will be cool. So hopefully we get more details of what a Marvel project going to be. Is it going to be in the MCU, or is it going to be outside of the MCU? We don't know. Hopefully we get more details soon. Warner Brothers delay Aquaman and Shazam again. And this is what Variety has to say. Deadline has learned that James Wan's Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom needs more time in post-production. So, moving from March 17th, 2023 to Christmas Day 2023, which is December 25th. You all remember the first time that Aquaman was released during Christmas 2018 and made 335.1 million domestic and worldwide, is one of the 2 billion gross DC hits alongside Todd Phillips' Joker to backfill that March 17th space, and also to cap on the Avatar last March David F. Sandberg's Shazam Fury of the Gods will be moving off its the December 21 release date and heading to Aquaman 2's old date. Read. Look how great the Batman was with his March opening at 132 million and finalized it with 369.3 million. Another thing, Shazam 2 will also have access to IMAX screens on its new date, a premiere ticket format that Disney will otherwise be souping up this December with Avatar and The Way of Water. So I feel like this is good. This is a good move. And another thing they didn't mention, because I think the first Shazam came out on got released in March, so I feel like this is a good strategy here. So but for both Aquaman 2 and Shazam 2, so yeah, a pretty good move there. Olivia Wilde may have lied about firing Shia LaBeouf. Let's see what Variety has to say. He included a video to Variety that Wilde allegedly sent him on August 19, 2020, 2 days after he claimed he quit. In a video, Wilde is driving a car, says she is not ready to give up this yet. She also alleged the tensions between Buff and Florence Pugh, who also starred in the film as Alice, the wife of Buff and Styles' character Jack. I feel like I'm not ready to give on this yet, and I am too heartbroken, and I want to figure this out. She said in a video, I think this might not be a bit of a wake-up call for Miss Flo, and I want to know if you are open to give this a shot with us. If she really commits, if she really puts her mind and heart into it at this point, and if you guys can make peace, and I respect your point of view, and I respect hers, but if you guys can do it, what you think? Is there hope? Will you let me know? Kind of look like some drama there, so I don't know what to say about that. Let's see if things will blow over. But moving on. New DC film and TV boss may have been reportedly found in Dan Lin, and this is what the Hollywood Reporter has to say. Lin's name appeared late in the game, but he has a champion in Warner's advice, and Ann Horns, the former Disney chair who ran Warner Brothers as president and COO. It was during the late tenure that Lenz worked for Horn, starting as a junior executive and rising to senior VP production. He struck on his own as a producer in 2008, but not before shepherding movies such as the Departed. He also oversaw the infamous and aborted Justice League feature that would have been directed by George Miller, the 2007/08 Writers Guild of America strike, and Taxes credit compilations were found in the derelict. Lin is a respected producer known for his smarts, and in a town of full hype and egos, his willingness to find experts of the field that are noted for it. He has also worked with franchises, the Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes feature, the 4 Lego movies, and as well the worldwide successful 2-part adaptation of Stephen King's It. So, let's see if Mr. Dan Lambert will be the key into the new 10-year plan for the DC Extended Universe. Moving on. Game of Thrones, House of Dragons, gets season 2 greenlit. So, what do you expect? and it's really good. So let's not start season 2 right away. This is what the Hollywood Reporter has to say. It is official. Game of Thrones is a bona fide franchise. HBO just renewed House of Dragons for a second season. The move came relatively quick. Following the series premiere of the House of Dragons on last Sunday, which delivered 10 million viewers overnight, an HBO record for a series opener and rough on a pair with the premiere of Game of Thrones Season 6. Now, HBO reports that in the days since the show's premiere, the first episode viewership has climbed over 20 million viewers in the U.S. Across the linear and on-demand and HBO platforms. So, I mean, what can you expect? So, we love it, and we're just in the midst of season 1, so let's not start working on season 2 right after we get done finishing with season 1. So lastly for today, Mark Rufio discussed World War Hulk, and this is what Variety has to say. There has been some controversies about what happened in the 2 years where Hulk abandoned Banner and the Avengers on Sokor, and the emergence of Small Hulk, which hasn't ever fully been answered. I think maybe we have given a 4-sentence that the time period since then. It's really been interesting, exciting part of the Hulk story and Banner story. I do think that the trip to Sokor is a good place to start, and what that means to it, the idea of what the fans been asking for. This idea of Planet Hulk or World War Hulk, or just the journey that the Banner and Hulk have to make to come to peace in which each other. That is really interested me, and I do feel like there's some interest in exploring that down the line. So, if you guys have not seen She-Hulk episode 2, there was a theory that that they might be doing a World War Hulk storyline. So let's see how that one's gonna move forward in the MCU in the next couple of years. So but other than that, that's the episode for today. That's all the news I have for you guys today. So let me know in the comment section below. If you're watching on YouTube, let me know what your thoughts and opinion. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when new episodes are uploaded. And also, if you're listening to me on Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts, don't forget to follow me there. And without further than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.